Oh,
Yes.
yes. Dandavad Maharaj.
Dandavat DD, Dandavat Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances when you're devotees. It is a great pleasure and honor to be with you. You're giving me the opportunity to serve. Well, should I say thank you very much? No, that is not enough. I just offer you my Dandavat because that is the most I could do. And thanks to my lucky stars, you are there and helping me. Dandavat, Prabhu.
Dandavad.
Yes, I understand this is a question and answer format. So I would like to remove any formalities, and let's talk like a friend, sitting on a couch beside you, telling me everything that you had in heart. And I will try to give response as much as I can, but please don't make it hard. Don't make it hard. Don't ask questions about mathematical calculations. I don't know how. Or about your horoscope. I cannot even pretend I will predict what is life will be on me. Yes, let's start, Prabhu. Didis.
Yes, Maharaj, Dandavad.
Dandavat, Prabhu.
My name is Suresh Krishna Das, and the devotees ask me to be a host of this program and maybe to ask some question if no one asks. So it's my role for today.
Pardon me. Where are you?
I'm in Latvia.
Latvia. Is that part of Ukraine or Russia? What?
It's nearby Russia and nearby Ukraine, almost not so far from Ukraine, and it's Eastern Europe part.
Okay. And they are devotees there.
Baltic Sea.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Let's go.
And here we have a question from Narayani DD. And Narayani DD, please tell us.
Yes, please.
In Narayani DD is asking, please tell us about your meeting with Srila Sridhara Maharaj. How you met Srila Sridhara
Maharaj. You want me to cry, huh? Why do you always want me to cry? I do always love to tell about Srila Guru Maharaj, how I met him. But I cannot help myself but cry. You see, it is more of a heart, I was in ISKCON in 1977 until 1980. But then problems came arising, turmoil, politics, and all that. So we left along with 50 devotees with me. And then luckily for me, somebody handed me a transcription of the lectures or rather the talks between Srila Prabhupada and Srila Guru Maharaj. There, Srila Prabhupada declares on that piece of paper, on the translation of the tape-recorded conversations, he says, I accept Srila Sridhara Maharaj to be my Shiksha Guru, my elder god brother, and I heard it personally from Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta, that he is a pure devotee of the Lord. So, wow, I said, wow, when I read that, I tried to hide that piece of paper on the toilet. There, I could privately read that because if somebody would find out about that, they will confiscate that and cut it into pieces, But luckily for me, I went inside the toilet and I read it there. And and somebody's knocking on the door. Hey, make it fast, Prabhu. You've been there too long. But I was reading something. Yes. So I had decided that yes, I will seek the shelter of Srila Maharaj, and that is my reason in living outside, going out. So I went outside, and some devotees also followed me, and we met on the parks. We met somewhere where we could chant together and discuss the philosophy and tell something about Srila Sridhara Maharaj. We don't have any books or what do you call this? Transcriptions of his conversations, but only with this piece of paper. So from there, we tried to read and explain and everything. And we tried to look for the testament of Srila Prabhupada on his books. But just we found out that in the Prabhupada Lilamrita, Srila Sridhar was briefly mentioned. So there was not enough regarding him. So luckily again for us, I got the address in Srinabadutam. So I wrote a letter in behalf of the Filipino devotees. But you know, during the time, there is no cell phone, no telephone, no computer, no internet. So the only means of communicating with them in Srinabadutam is through letter. So our letters reaches them after 2 months. After 2 months. So meaning to say, I'll get their answers for another 2 months. So that would be 4 months. 4 months after, so in a year, I only got 3 or 4 letters from them. And the letter itself is within that page only, on blue, like bond paper. You know bond paper? Like a bond paper, like a typewriting paper, you know? So it is just concise, brief, but very powerful. So we have to discern. So we discuss, we read, and it goes. We cannot accept you immediately as a disciple. Srila Guru Maharaj says, it is not because a guru falls down, we grab his disciples and make them our own. We don't do that. Usually, you have to wait for 5 years before we accept you. Okay? So, meanwhile, we have to tell you that your guru is a good friend of the math. And that is another problem. So we cannot just immediately take you in as disciple. So we waited. He said, we have to wait for 5 years. So the original 50 became 20. Through the years, as the time passes by, from 20, it reduces to 10. Then we took initiation in 1984. A letter came to me, and it says, Srila Guru Maharaj has finally accepted you as his disciple. Wow, I said, after almost 5 years. Wow, I really, it made me cry, so very happy, you know. And then it says there in the letter that a devotee will be coming over to give you initiation on behalf of Srila Sridhara Maharaj. I don't know who, but in the end, we found out it was Srila Goswami Maharaj. And thanks to our lucky stars, we have this connection. So he came. And before he came, I received a telegram that says, Srila Goswami Maharaj is coming over in the Philippines on this flight, blah, 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 blah. And you have to meet deep at the airport. And, you know, we don't have any center. We don't have any place for him. I am only renting a very small room, no, for family. It is about 3 by 4 meters wide. And there's one bed. So I cleaned everything and I make him sleep comfortably. So luckily for us, no, he had left his footprints on our house, or our house. Yes. So I talked to him. And while he was chanting, and I got the first chastisement. He told me, "What I'm chanting, please don't talk to me, Prabhu." You know, oh yes, I'm sorry. You know, I still have, I've been longing for this opportunity to talk somebody regarding our concerns. So he said, yes, after I chanted, then we'll talk. Okay. So after that, we had a lengthy discussion and everything. The very first lesson I learned is that he told me is that never try to be envious of the devotees whom God has praised. Never. So I remember that very first lesson. Never try to be envy, because I was complaining. I said, how could that be that I feel like we're being forsaken? You know, for many years, we don't have any much association. We long for that. We want to practice Krishna consciousness, but it seems that we are finding it a hard time getting somebody to help us. Unlike some other movements, they have all the facilities, all the needed things, that they did all the things there. It's available. They have the books, magazines, reading materials, but us, there's nothing. Only faith and what do you call this, perseverance to understand and be on his lotus feet. So we got our first lesson through the hard way, and now then that was the fateful day, December of 1984, when Srila Goswami Maharaj came to the Philippines. That was my first and last meeting. So I waited for this day. It was almost 40 years. So one day in 1987, a devotee came and he said, I want you, Prabhu. We had decided that we want you to go to Navadvip Dham. So we are giving you money, transportation. So I want you to fix your passport and then go. I said, but if I will go, this will cause so much trouble, bickerings, animosity, jealousy among the devotees, because they will think why I'm the only one favored. Then the devotee said, well, if you won't take this, we will give it to others. Now you decide. Of course, I wanted to. But before that happens, I'd like to tell you a story before I met the Guru Maharaj, if you don't mind. Okay? One day, there is a devotee who had been separated from his job. His company closed shop, and he was given separation pay. He got a lot of money, and he showed it to me. He told me, Prabhu, I already have my passport fixed. Now, tomorrow I'm going to the travel agency to buy tickets. And after that, I'll go to the embassy to get a visa. So he told me, bye-bye. Bye-bye. So, but I told him, Prabhu, Srila Guru Maharaj in his letter reminded us that if you want to take shelter of the movement of Mahaprabhu, we should take shelter of Nityananda Prabhu. If you want to enter Sri Navadvip Dham, you have to pray for him. So we did. I did. So I looked for this mantra, Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chanda Susitala. And I was reciting that every day, taking shelter of lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu. Then I told him, This is the words of Srila Guru Maharaj, not mine. So we should give respect, believe on that. Oh, and then he said, oh no, Prabhu, you were only jealous because I could go anytime I want to. Not you, because you don't have money. Well, what can I do? What can I do? That's the truth. I don't have money, but I have faith. And I believe in the words of my Gurudev. So that's it. Anyhow, then one day, his uncle came and asked him for money. Could you help me spare some money? I want to buy some cocks, 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 roosters for cock fighting. So if you could lend me some money, I will definitely pay you back. But I just need this money to buy this really very rare breed of cocks. It's a winning line of cock. So that Prabhu, he gave the money to his uncle, and then the uncle told him, but if you like to play some bets, you can double your money. So he was enticed to place his bets, and he lost all his money. Nothing. He lost all his money. And then he came to me. He said, because you cursed me, Prabhu. It was your words. It was your words, that prevented me from going to Sri Navadvip. I said, no. It only proves that I am right, that we have to take shelter of Nityananda Prabhu, so we could enter Sri Navadvip Dham. So I am now firmly more believe on that. I have more faith on that. It has shown by your example. And then one day in 1987, a devotee came and he gave me some money to go to Sri Navadvip Dham. So I did. And I went there. And I saw Srila Guru Maharaj. Wow. Hare Krishna. It is such a very memorable day. He called me. A servant called me. Prabhu, Srila Guru Maharaj wanted to talk to you. You can now see him. Come immediately. Don't make him wait. So I ran, and I was able to put I was about going to the toilet then, the time, but I don't know how I was able to in 2 minutes, fix my dhoti and my kurta and all the stuff that I'm bringing to him. So I went upstairs and I bowed down and I given him my presents. And he asked, who are you? Who are you? I'm Rupa Vilas. I said, huh? And Narayani Prabhu, then he's the secretary, he said, he is from the Philippines. He is your disciple. Acha. Acha. So what do you have there? I have something for you that we cook in the Philippines. Huh? Then Narayani interpreted. He said, he has something for you. And he's asking, what is that? Oh, I have some nuts for you, cooked by the Filipino devotees. And Guru Maharaj said, what is that? Nuts. And they talk in Bengali. And they all laugh. They all laugh. I didn't know why they laugh. Why are you laughing? No? Then I found out the reason why. Because he has no teeth. And I'm giving nuts. How foolish of me, giving him nuts. Oh, now look at me. I'm like him. Okay. Now I understand fully why I'm like this. Anyhow, He accepted. And I said, Maharaj, I want to go to the place of Nityananda Prabhu, bow down to him and give my dandavats, to give respect. Why? He allows me to enter Sri Navadvip Dham. And then Bhadri Narayani Prabhu translated that. And Srila Guru Maharaj merely smiled. Because I didn't know. He is the general representation of Nityananda Prabhu. The mercy personified. No? What do you call that? Isn't that miracle in my life? It is. So he talked to me. Somebody asked me, have you ever talked to him for a long time? Let's say every day when you stay there? No, only briefly. Briefly. I was not allowed to sit in front of him for a long time because he was very sick. He only had accommodated me, us, during that moment. He's very sick. So when our time is up, Bhadri Narayan grabbed me on the arm and said, Prabhu, let Guru Maharaj rest. Let's go. You can visit him some other time. And I pleaded with him and I told him, Prabhu, there will be no next time. It will not happen. Just believe me. Just give me more seconds. Just seconds, not minutes, seconds more. I want to stay here a little longer. Prabhu, please, I hope you understand. Srila Guru Maharaj is sick. He wants to take a rest. Please, you can see him tomorrow, some other day. And I pleaded again, Prabhu, that tomorrow will never come. Just believe me. It will not. But then he grabbed me by the arm and I stood up and he led me downstairs. Then I cried. As I stepped down the stairs, I looked back and I talked to the stairs.
Thank you, Maharaj. You highlight us a very good topic about Navadvip Dham and Nityananda Prabhu,
Yeah.
because
Forgive me, Prabhu. You know, I'm a little bit emotional. I told you, whenever I speak about Srila Guru Maharaj, oh Lord, it breaks my heart, you know.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, I did talk to the stairs. I told the stairs, thank you very much. Stairs, you allowed me to go up and see Srila Guru Maharaj. Always take care of the devotees who's going up and down. It's slippery, you know, when it's wet. So I said by Dandavat. So it was true. I have not seen him again. But he was there inside my heart. I never had forgotten. So when I went back to the Philippines, I tried to preach and share this everything to devotees in my own little capacity way, my own little way. But there are times I really wanted to quit because there's no help. We have no books, nothing. We don't have any center. And politics is always playing, you know, so many unnecessary things happen. Anyhow, one day I went to the altar and I prayed and I asked forgiveness because I wanted to quit. I don't want anymore. I don't want anymore. I don't want anymore to go on. I don't want anymore to preach. I don't want anymore to continue, not even to practice Krishna consciousness. And I ask forgiveness. I'm sorry. But there's no help. What can I do? So one day, somebody's knocking at the door, and then my children told me, Papa, a devotee is outside. He wants to talk to you. No, so I let them in. Yes, come in. You want to talk to me? Then we exchanges good pleasantries, discussions, and everything. And then I told my wife, bring something, give something to them. So when they leave, I went to my room and get some extra money, for the transportation, so they could return. Then I just scratched my head. How can I quit? I always found myself talking about Krishna, talking about, devotional service. I always do that. I'm always engaged. So what help do I need? The help is coming from above, but I didn't notice. It's not on material things, but on above. The inspiration, how I'm able to say something about the Lord. And that inspires me. Now, a devotee asked me, is it all right for you, Maharaj, if you give some talks to the devotees? Well, you always want to put me on a hot seat, huh? Yes. Did I satisfy the DD, your questions? How I came into Srila Guru Maharaj?
Yes, Maharaj, I think fully, because you shared with us with your open heart. It's very, very valuable. It's very, very valuable for us. And we have in the chat box some from Rasananda Prabhu, Sochi, Dandavat Maharaj from Sochi. I'm glad to see you. And here is one question from Saumya Shyam Prabhu from Orsk. And he is asking, he's saying, Dandavat Shripad Bhakti Srirup Vaikanas Maharaj, what is the fashion in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math? What is the fashion in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math? Fashion, yes, fashion.
Okay.
He described, I go to the market for grapes. How do I dress? How do I need to dress? In order not to attract public attention and at the same time be fashionable, because I can't be casually dressed, because our mat is the best in the world. You understand the idea?
Yeah. Well, who's asking, Prabhu?
Saumya Shyam from Orsk. Saumya Shyam.
Okay. Prabhu, forget about what do you look like. No, the very moment you decide to go to the market, first of all, think of the Lord, of Krishna. Why? For what purpose are you going to the market? Simply, are you going there to buy for yourself or for the Lord? No, do not be concerned what you should wear. You can wear anything. We are not after the form, but rather the substance that is there within your heart, your intention to serve. That is the most important thing. I can wear tilak, I can wear the sannyas dress every day, but if I could not give devotion to the Lord, it is useless. It is nothing. So what is important is that whatever you have in your capacity, try to give that to the Lord as service. Nothing more. It's always Him. We should give the importance. It is not about our dress. We don't care for that. Leave it to that. Leave it that to somebody else. The important is, what is your feeling? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to go to the market? It is simply to buy something for Krishna. See? Did you like my answer?
Hare Krishna. We will wait for answer from Saumya Shyam. How he's like your answer. And here is a second question, but I don't know from who, because here is writing. He says Saumya Shyam reply is yes. Yes, he likes your question. Yes, your answer. And other question, but I don't know from who, because here is Vaikhanas Maharaj, the second name. I don't know who is this. It's not signing by who. And the question is, Maharaj, please tell us how you managed to keep this connection with Guru Maharaj and your faith through all these years.
It is by faith. By faith, you could pass all the obstacles, all the barriers. Those who would like to stop you from pursuing devotional service. By faith alone, we have to have a very strong faith. First of all, try to convince yourself. Why am I here in Krishna consciousness? Am I here for fashion? Am I here because there are a lot of beautiful girls in here? Or because they serve nice prasadam? So what is my purpose? If you have real faith on Krishna consciousness, you will get more substantial answers in your life. So we need stronger faith. Faith by the guidance, of course, of the Guru and the higher Vaishnavas. You will be safe. But if you will try to solve your problems by your own accord, it will be very difficult for you. You cannot surmount the power of Maya. You cannot overwhelm. Maya will overwhelm you, entangle you furthermore, and she can take away you. So the best way to be under the lotus feet of Sri Gurudev and the higher Vaishnavas. That is safe. That is safe.
Yes. And a question was from Sankarshan Prabhu.
Sankarshan.
Sankarshan Prabhu. Yes. And he is saying Jai Gurudev.
Gurudev. So Sankarshan, I thought we are friends. I thought you told me you will not ask questions. No, just kidding. I like to make this light-hearted, you know. I want all of you to smile, be happy, because that is the purpose of Krishna consciousness. And I want you all to be calm down, you know. Forget about this, I'm a sannyasi and you are there and I'm here. No, forget the barrier. Forget about this formality. Let's just be friends. Friends. Friends means you can reveal what is your heart to a friend. Is there any question, Prabhu?
In the chat box, not, but I will ask. Maybe someone wants to ask question by voice.
Okay.
If not, here is some question from my side.
Wow.
Yes. Can I ask? Yes.
Yes, Maharaj. Prabhu. Yes.
You just mentioned about you had kids, yes, the children, yes, you just mentioned that you was living with the kids, yes. But maybe can you describe maybe what was kids parenting in the Krishna consciousness from your side,
my family,
from your family, yes, and
yes.
From your experience, yes.
I would say, and I will always say, that we are devotees of Mahaprabhu, of Krishna, and they were all initiated by Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj. But, you know, there are things that we cannot understand. Maybe perhaps the maturity of Krishna consciousness in their lives who may not be on this month or this year or in this lifetime, maybe on another lifetime, but I'm surely they are attracted to Krishna consciousness. And they even fully supported me with this. They are. It was them who prodded me to take sannyas. You know, why? I'll tell you a little story on my life. When I was there as a family man, I was there on my computer, always translating the books of Srila Sridhara Maharaj. And then I overheard them say, did you ask father or papa that you're leaving? They're going out on an outing, someplace, outing, no, for pleasure. No, you don't have, let's not bother him anymore. He has his own world. No, he has his own world. I have my own world. You don't bother him anymore. Let him be there. No, he loves to be alone. See, they understand me. And I do. No, I love to be alone. So 1 year before I took sannyas, I left the house. I left the house and lived separately from them for more than a year. And you want me to tell you this story that happened when I left the house?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? Okay,
yes.
One day, I don't have money, you know. I only have 100 pesos left. Now with that 100 pesos, I'm thinking what to do with that. One, do I have to buy my medicine? Medicine, because I'm for my maintenance, for my health maintenance. Or should I buy myself food? Or should I buy myself a load for my cell phone so I could text, communicate with some friends and ask them help? So there are three things that I have to do with that 100 pesos. If I buy this with load, I'm sure I'm not going to eat. But if I buy this with food, I am going to eat, but I will not be able to communicate with the friends, nor buy my medicine. But if I buy my medicine, I will be able to eat and buy loads. So I have to, you know, it's a real problem for me. But what is the solution? I almost forgot. Then I just remembered, luckily for me, oh yes, I have to take shelter of the Lord. And I pray to Lord Krishna, to Mahaprabhu, to Guru Maharaj, to Srila Gurudeva. You take care of me. My life is in your hands. What can I do? I don't know what to do. Then afterwards, few seconds after, my cell phone rings. Ring, ring, ring. And somebody's on the other line. Yes. Where are you? Oh, I'm here on my house, my little room. Yeah, come over. I need your help. All right. You know, before, I used to be a politician. I used to work as a political tactician. I make politicians win on politics. So they needed me. So we met on the restaurant. What do you call this? SHCHS. No? So when I went inside and I saw them, oh, there you are. Come here. First of all, I want you to eat. So they ordered, they knew I'm vegetarian. So they ordered the pizza pie, vegetarian pizza pie. So big. Big. You know? So wow, at least I had solved my problem in eating. You know, I have lunch, I have breakfast and lunch. Now I could take what do you call this? Dinner as well. So then I solved this problem. So I was about to leave. Then suddenly he said, no, wait. And he gave me $1,000. 1,000 pesos. Oh Lord, what is this? And what do you call this? Miracle. So I was able to buy my medicine. I was able to buy foods, you know, and I was able to buy myself some loads. so I could communicate. And that's how I survived. Now, the next question is, how was I able to go to Chiang Mai here? It is all through the auspices of a friend, a lady devotee. Now, I tried to ask her to be on our line, be engaged in devotional service. I tried to give him encouragement, her encouragement. So one day, she said, we can no longer go to Chiang Mai, but instead we are sending you the money, so you go there yourself. I said, no, DD, you deserve this. I want you to go there. No, Prabhu, I'm already old. We cannot tolerate, we can no longer endure the flight. So it's better for you to take this opportunity. So, well, I did. I took that. Supposedly, yes, last year I'm going there, but I got sick. My children does not allow me to go to leave because I have the heart problem. So eventually, on last Gorponim, I was able to go. Then it was my prayers that the moment I'll see Srila Goswami Maharaj, I prayed to the Lord, you cannot take my life. No, you cannot take my life after almost 40 years. So when he embraced me, I told him, don't make it tight because I may awaken. If it is a dream, I don't want to be awakened. But he held me more tightly. Then I cried. This is real. This is real. And I said, Lord, now you can take my life. I'm ready to die. Now I'm ready to die. But I didn't die. But Srila Sridhara Maharaj said, no, Maharaj, you also died that moment. Why? Because Srila Goswami Maharaj decided to give you sannyas. And you know what is sannyas? Sannyas means death. So you died also. Wow. Huh? The deeper meaning. You also died. The Lord gave you sannyas, so you also died. He make your wish come true. And then Goswami Maharaj told me, you know why you get the name Rupa Vilas? Do you know that it was Srila Guru Maharaj himself picked that name for you? I said, no, I don't understand. No, I don't know. I thought it was you who gave me the name. No, it was not me. Before I came to the Philippines, Sri Guru Maharaj had already mentioned your name. There are two names. One of them is you. So he wants you to be named Rupa Vilas. He loves the name Rupa. So he's giving that to you. Do you know the meaning? I said, I don't know. And what is that? Because you're not running away. You're not running away. Out of the 50 devotees who left ISKCON, only 5 of us were able to take initiations from Srila Guru Maharaj. And out of the 5, I am the only one remaining. So it has come true. I don't know. So he has Srila Guru Maharaj as a vision, and he gave me that. So when Srila Goswami Maharaj gave me sannyas, he said, but first I have to ask the permission of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, and Srila Govinda Maharaj. So I waited out downstairs, but seconds after, he went back immediately and said, no, Prabhu, they had already accepted you. They were so very happy that he accepted you. They had accepted you. Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Govinda Maharaj, and Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. Wow. I couldn't even argue with him. I couldn't say a word. Anyhow, my life, I had already surrendered to him, to our Lord. So if he asked me to sing, though I couldn't sing, so I had to sing. If he would ask me to dance, I would do that, though I don't know how to dance. Now he asked me to speak about Krishna consciousness. I don't know what to say, but I have to abide by that. And I'm here talking to you. I don't know what I'm talking about. Forgive me. You know?
Hare Krishna. It is astonishing. Chamatkara.
No, yeah. But you have given me this opportunity to speak about their glories. They are glorious. They are. So if you're asking me, how did it happen? By faith. Just don't lose faith. Always have a very strong faith. That is our bullet. That is our only amulet in this world. You know, a strong faith. We will remain under the lotus feet of Sri Gurudev. But if we try to have it our own way, we will fail. We will fail. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Maharaj. In the case of the faith, we have in the chat box a question from Richard. I don't know from where, but Richard is Richard. Yes. Richard Carvajal.
Oh, yes.
He is saying, Dandavat Pranam Maharaj, can you help me how to take back my test for chanting the holy names?
What is the question again, please?
Can you help me how to take back my taste for chanting the holy names?
It is an individual undertaking. First, the Lord has given us free will. One, you yourself has to decide that you want it. Once you want it, the Lord will give it to you. If you desire Krishna consciousness will come to you. But if you refuse, you will not get it. So how do you get the taste? You have your free will. Now, you are in the association of the devotees. Taste it. You can taste it. You know, I always give this example. In the Philippines, there is in the mall, there is this. They are selling some free taste. No, I don't know if that happens also there in your country. Free taste. Like say they're selling hot dogs, you know, and there is a free taste. Oh, we're giving this free taste, please, free taste. So you taste it. Once you like it, it's the clerk will say, but once you like it, you have to buy it. No? So in Krishna consciousness is the same. You get a free taste of that. A free taste of that. But after tasting that, you have to buy it. You have to purchase it yourself. By greater enthusiasm, by taking shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Gurudev, by taking initiation. And you cannot take it outside. You cannot. You cannot even have to taste it the whole of your lives. You must decide once and for all. Do you want Krishna consciousness or not? If you want, the Lord is there. The Chaitya Guru, he understands your feeling. He will give it to you. This is the reason why Mahaprabhu came to this world, to give this to us freely. No charge. Just chant and be happy. But of course, we have to purchase it. We have to give our time, our energy, our heart. Richard Aldes, I just remembered him, Richard. He's from the Philippines. He's seeking, yeah. And I promised him that I will see him once I go home. I went to the Philippines. I go back to the Philippines. I promised him. Don't worry, I will try my best, my very best to help you. In what capacity I did. Yes. Thank you very much, Richard, for your question. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And second question was, Vraja Sundari would like to ask the question. She's translator, but I don't know now. She's frozen. Maybe some technical difficulties. So anyway, we have the question in the chat box, and here's a question from Anna Slobodyanuk from Ukraine. And
yes.
She's saying, hello everyone, excuse me, I am not an official devotee, but I am very interested and have a lot of respect for the conception of Krishna. I am from Ukraine, and if you let me, Maharaj, I want to ask you for advice. What is the better way to accept all that is happening now? When so many people die every day, not from age or disease, but from war, and the rest life is constant anxiety, but still does everything possible to survive and support loved ones. How not to turn our hearts into stone and not to allow Maya and despair to consume our souls.
How? There are many wars. Always remember, even the time before Christ, there is already wars. Many wars. The weather is being disturbed. Even there are hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes. So problems does not only exist on this lifetime, but rather on many other lifetimes. Not only in Ukraine, but also in any part of the world. So this material world is but a world of suffering. It is good that you understand that this world is full of suffering. Now, the ideal question is how to get out of this miserable condition of our lives. So Krishna consciousness is the only means, the only way we could get out from this miserable world. It is not an easy thing, but you have to understand first that you don't like this world, that you are already fed up. You are going to give up this world because this is not our world. There is another world in which the Lord is inviting us. So at the time of death, he wants us to be prepared for that. You know, everyone dies in this world. Once you take birth, you are very sure we will die, just like any others. Like me, I will soon die also, but I have to prepare myself in Krishna consciousness, in devotional service, so we could all return to the kingdom of God. So, Didi, if you are really serious on spiritual life, you must take shelter of the devotees of the Lord. You are now, I'm sure you are now in the company of the devotees there. Try to seek their mercy. Pray. And the Lord will reveal himself to you. The Chaitya Guru that is there within you, he understands you very well. Is this really your question? Is this really your quest? We will know. But first you have to desire that indeed you accept that there is death, there is suffering in this world, and you don't like to live it here anymore. And you want this the last of your time in this world. All right?
Thank you, Maharaj.
Did I satisfy you, Didi?
We will wait to answer.
Okay. Yes, please.
Thank you. Yeah, she is writing. Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
And the question was from Vraja Sundari DD. Now, yes. Okay, she wants me to I will turn on to Russian and then
Hare Krishna, please accept my obeisances. I will ask a question in English and then translate just in one sentence in Russian, okay?
Yes, please.
So you spoke about faith. And so all the time I feel that I have a lack of faith. So my question is how to maintain that faith that I have now, and how can I, by the mercy of Vaishnavas, get more faith? Because always I feel that I have a lack of faith.
Yes.
So I will translate, just a second, sorry. У меня вопрос о вере. Я все время чувствую, что Махарадж говорит, что нам нужна вера. Я все время чувствую, что мне не хватает веры. И каким образом я могу сохранить ту веру, которая у меня сейчас, и увеличить ее благодаря милости Вайшнав? Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. How do you understand that you have faith? It's really hard to understand. But it is shown by your action. Faith means you decided to be in association of the devotees. Faith means always thinking of the Lord. It is not only that you're sitting down there on one corner of your house and thinking of Him, but rather you do that with actions. So it is, faith can be understood by your actions. By associating with the devotees, it will only show that you had decided to be in their company. So your faith goes there. But to say, I have faith in the devotees, but I don't want to associate with them, it is not real faith. It is mere words to say that they have faith.
Hare Krishna. And here is thank you very much, Maharaj, from Richard Carvajal. And
yes,
and
thank you.
And like emoji and flowers from Kirti Devidasi. Yes.
Yeah,
so we have 1 hour passed away. So if somebody wants to ask question, please put it on a chat or ask by voice.
Yes.
As you wish. If not, how I don't know what we have regular. We have 1 hour for the program.
Yeah. Have we been 1 hour already?
Yes. 1 hour passed away. Yes, fast. Yes, Maharaj.
I forgot. You know, I'm a very talkative person. I could speak hours and hours. I have this incident. I have this experience. You know, way back before, we celebrated Gaur Purnim. So we woke up early. We have a mountain village center, a center that's situated in a mountain with some neighbors attending our program. So I spoke to them from early in the morning, about 6:30, 7, like that. And we ended up at, would you like to guess? Prabhu, would you like to make a guess? We ended up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We ended up at 2 o'clock. You know, we didn't notice that time has, flew so fast. We didn't notice. The only way we noticed that was when a child came. She said, Mama, Papa is asking me, when are you gonna cook? It's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We haven't eaten breakfast yet. Oh, I said, oh my gosh, I took your time so much, We forgot the time. Everyone is really very enthusiastic to hear. Yeah. So it happens, Sometimes, by experience here, when I was eating, I'm sitting on one corner of the table, and when the devotees would sit beside me, and I will try to start conversation. So when we speak, I wasn't able to eat very well, and we only talk. And they said, Maharaj, you're not taking your prasadam. Oh, I had already taken. Talking to you, I had already taken. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, please.
So if we don't have any question anymore, the 1 hour passed away. We have only 1 hour for this program.
Oh, yeah.
We can.
Can I say one last thing, Prabhu? One last thing. Actually, forgive me. I would like to take this opportunity to present to you, to each one of you, my case. I'm pleading. You see, I've been translating the books for more than 20 years. Now, I'm finally on the last phase of transcription of the book, The Search for Sri Krishna in Filipino. I already had asked the blessings of Srila Sridhara Maharaj regarding this matter, and he's going to write a letter in English, which I will translate into Filipino and put that into the book as just like a acknowledgement. So the reason I'm saying this to you is because I want to ask for your kind help. Maybe you could help me in publishing this book. I need some. I feel too shy, you know. I need some. What it counts? No, I need some assistance from you so I be able to publish this book. Some financial assistance. But those who will give donations, I will put their names, but not the amount that they gave, because it will only put others to a situation. So I will publish their names, those who are able to help. So I'm appealing to each one of you. If you have the spare, some dime, some dollars, or some little amount of money, you could help in publishing this book. This is the very first time that the Filipino book is published in the Philippines. A book in Filipino by Srila Sridhara Maharaja. So 2 devotees had already pledged their support, but I still need some more. You don't have to worry, because the money that you'll be sending will be handled by the Chiang Mai Math devotees. I will not take it. I will not use it for my personal use, but rather exclusively for the publication of the books in Filipino. And that's all. Please forgive me if I tried to speak these things to you. All my life, I always try to help people, but I never ask something for myself. I'm too shy with that. But this is for the benefits of the Filipino devotees. We have 110 million people in the Philippines. I want them also to be rich by the glories of Mahaprabhu. I also want them to hear about the glories of Srila Sridhara Maharaj and the wonderful devotees, and of course also of Srila Govinda Maharaj. And
Yes.
that's all.
Yes, Maharaj, but maybe you can give your some account number. Say if someone want to send the money, want to send donation, maybe some account or where to send.
Yes, I will try to ask a devotee here. He's going to help me put up this. I don't know if it is GoFundMe or what. This is the first time, really. I don't know what is the mechanics, how to do that. Or or maybe Prabhu, you could help me.
Sankarshan Prabhu is right. Sankarshan Prabhu is right. Not Narayani DD is right. And so Sankarshan Prabhu will help. Yes.
Yes, Sankarshan. But he has a lot of duties and responsibilities. Huh? You will help. Yes, he says he will help. Yes.
In the chat here is Sankarshan Prabhu number, phone number. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. thank you very much. No, should I say thank you very much? It is it is a great opportunity for me, to able to talk to you and share something. And then this is a wonderful service for our movement. And I hope through you, this will become possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you
for
very
your time and giving me this opportunity to serve you all. If there is anything that I had caused pain or troubled you with my words, please kindly forgive me. I had no intention to hurt your feelings, to disturb your mind. My only intention is to give to you the blessings of Mahaprabhu, of Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Govinda Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Bhakti Srirup Vaikanas Maharaj ki Jai.